Oh, good afternoon, guys. Rob here with Medlin's Outdoors. Just wanted to do a true box opening with into its truest form, really. I'm a traditional bow hunter. I use a compound bow. I've been using the same bow for 28 years. This year, I wanted to upgrade and decided that I was going to go ahead and get into crossbow instead of getting a new compound bow. So I figured, since I am brand new to this, I've never shot a compound, or I'm sorry, I've never shot a crossbow before, never owned one, never used one at all, that this would be the truest box opening. Decided to go with the Barnett Whitetail Hunter STR, and kind of excited. It's been sitting in my house for a couple of days, so we've had no power for 3 days, and I feel like I can finally get into this. It's a Saturday. I want to open it up. I want to show you guys how to put it together, what comes in the box, and then head out to the range and sight it in. So hopefully you enjoy the video. Let's get right after it. All right, let's see what we've got. Like I said, guys, I'm really excited about all this. Never had one before. Ooh, sexy. Camouflage scope. It comes with 2 arrows. That's what they said. And practice tips. I personally am not going to hunt with only 2 arrows, so I went ahead and bought some others. I'll show that too. That's in another box I got. But right now, let's just take a look and see what they've got. From what I was reading and all the reviews and everything else that I checked out online, this back here is adjustable. I'll figure that out. Don't know what that is. I'll figure that out. Comes with nice caps on your scope. This rail right here, this is to help protect your hands from coming up here on top. When you take the shot, you're not going to get your fingers stuck in the string. I've heard about some bad experiences with that. I've heard good things about this trigger too. That it's only 5.5 pounds to trigger pull. It's got the toothbrush set up there so that your arrow doesn't fall out. All right, well, let's get this thing out of the box and start putting it together. And damn it, I'm excited. Cool. All right, now that we've got the main part of the crossbow pulled out, I'll set it on the table right there so it doesn't get broken. Here's the 2 arrows that it comes with. This vein down, for somebody who doesn't know that the odd vein always goes down inside of a crossbow. And the main part of the crossbow that actually makes everything work and lets the killing begin. It's also camouflage. Step through. It's kind of nice. It's actually rubber down here so that you're not damaging anything. It's rubber in here so that your boot actually grips the foot through so that you can use your cocking device. This Right here you've got your string stop. You can see that right here, right here. So this video is actually in its truest form because seriously, I have never done an unboxing before. And I want this to be in its truest form, so if anybody's new to this like I am, you can do your reviews, pick out what you want, and also get into it. Alright, so there's that piece. Here's an accessories compartment, it says. Alright, so in here, oh, it even says right there, there's the information for your halo optics. It's a 4x32mm multi-reticle crossbow scope. One hardware package, one arrow tip, 2-pack, one instruction manual, one scope accessory package, one rope cocking device. So everything that we're going to need to be able to put this together is in this package. Nothing else in there. And I'm a box saver, so I'm not going to throw anything away. So we've got that. We put that back in there. Here's another accessory side. Look. Awesome. So here's your quiver. And that's going to mount right, I believe, to the underside of the crossbow. Alright, so now that we have everything unboxed, here's your unit. Here's your bow attachment. Let's open up the package. Check out our instructions. Let's just empty all this out. All of it. Alright, here's our bolts, our Allen wrench, our crossbow wax, that's in there. Here's our decocker, which I'm not worried about at the moment. Paperwork for the scope. So, get all that over here. A couple of little practice tips. For the 2 arrows that they gave you, I think I'm going to use those arrows as my decocking mechanism. Because what I understand, you can't just pull the trigger on this and let that arrow, or let the string down slowly. So, let's open up the instruction booklet. Start putting this thing together. Alright, so basically it's going to be a 1-bolt lock system for the 2 pieces going together. So let's get that bolt out. Right there it is. I've given you 3 different sizes of Allen wrenches. I'm sure that they're all for some different purpose on this unit. But this is going to be proper size. Put that lock washer back on there. Take a look at here. So you're going to have your string slide here, right there. And if we're going to put this together, common sense tells you that when you're putting it together, make sure this stuff goes down. This matches the front of the gun. Crossbow looks like a gun. So putting this portion together is not as simple as it looks. I mean, it's not that it's hard, but these strings right here need to go through this slide, and then you've got this little point in here. It needs to line up in a hole. That's there. So now we just need to put that bolt in there and tighten it down. Alright, now that we've got it tightened down, this is all flush. I I didn't feel like sitting there just letting you guys see me put this bolt in. Anyway, so this all lines up. There's a, looks like a barrel fitting, and that protrudes off of this unit, goes into the female end of this unit, and then you go ahead and you put the bolt through there and tighten that up. Now your strings are in your slide, and your string is on your top rail on your stoppers. That's pretty much it. Looks like it's together to me. Take this sticker off, because we already know it's going to hurt if you put your fingers there. It's only like 6.5 pounds. Not heavy at all. Pretty nice looking, actually. What I like about it, it's not wide, so I'm going to be able to use this from a ground blind a little bit better than I can my compound bow. It always seems like I struggle. I'm always worried about the limbs up and down for the sight window I have in my pop-up blind. This is going to make it really nice, compact. These are only like 17 inches. In fact, let me confirm that. All right, let's go ahead and measure that. Ready? Got it. All right. So, axle, like I said, let's just go all complete width. 20.25 inches. That's from the outside of the cam to the outside of the cam. Let's go from the very front all the way back to the buttstock. Fully collapsed is 35.25 inches. Pretty neat. Little compact machine. Definitely read the instruction booklet when you're putting it together. And let's move on to the next. That's going to be the quiver. Alright, so on this unit there's 3 different mounting rails for your quiver. You can do it here, underneath here, or on the other side. Depending on how you are shooting, right-handed, left-handed. I'm right-handed, so I decided I'm going to go ahead and mount on the left side here, and you have to undo this screw so that you can actually mount it on the unit. Alright, so go ahead and grab the other Allen wrench that's provided for you in the package. So like I said, you have to undo this screw, which is going to loosen this bracket right here. That's going to allow you to actually mount it here. Find out where you want to put it. I'm going to set mine back. And then simply tighten it down in place. I almost feel like they gave me the wrong size Allen screw, or Allen wrench, I'm sorry. Get it in position. And finish tightening it down. Now our quiver is mounted. Let's see how I feel about that. Yeah, it's there. Maybe I'll make some changes, but definitely figure out which way is going to work better for you. Might be trial and error, who knows, but either way, pay attention to that. I did also look through the scope. It is in there crooked. I don't know if you're going to be able to see. Probably not. Either way, I will straighten that out and we'll head to the range. And I wanted to go ahead and mention something else. So, although it comes straight from the factory, you know, 2 pieces basically, because the scope's already mounted and everything, go through and double check all the screws assembling the whole unit. I found right here that's a little loose. Grab another Allen wrench. Grab all of them supplied. Just double check everything. Make sure everything's tight. That's good. That's good. But just go through the whole thing. Just make sure that everything's up there nice and snug. That's pretty much it. This is the look. Pretty darn sexy if you ask me. So here's the other unboxing real quick. So when I purchased this Crossbow, like I said, it came with a couple of different things. The decocker, the bow wax, blah blah blah. All the same stuff. Right? But it only comes with 2 arrows and 2 practice tips. So when you buy one, they always have at the store suggested people also purchased blah blah blah. So blah blah blah. I'm not hunting with only 2 arrows, so I went ahead and picked up, it's a 5-pack. They're 20-inch bolts, and so this is what I'll be hunting with. So like I said, I'll use the 2 original bolts that was sent with the Crossbow to shoot as my decocking system, and then I will use these as my hunting bolts, and go from there. I don't know if these came with practice tips, but I'm going to be hunting with, here's the other one, the Rage rear deploying broadheads. These are, how many grains are these? 100 grain. Alright, 2-inch cut, those are 100 grain. So, whatever you're hunting with and you're going to be practicing with, make sure that both the tips are the same grains. That way you have the same accuracy. If you use 125 grain practice tip and you sight in for that and you use 100 grain, then your shot is probably more than likely going to be high with your practice or with your arrow broadheads. So you have to make sure that those are matched up so that you are aiming and hitting the same target with the same grain, so that nothing changes in your shot. And I'm excited again. Excited again. Alright, like I said, here's the 5 arrows. I don't know if they come with practice tips, but if they don't... Sorry, battery died as I was emptying this out. As I was saying, if they didn't come with practice tips, I was going to stop and get some, but... Pulled out the box. Sure enough, here we go. I've got the practice tips. Now, see if it says anywhere on the box how many grains the practice tips are. Yep. Right there. 100 grain field points included. So, 100 grain field tips for practice. 100 grain hunting broadheads. So once I sight this in with my field tips, I am confident that when I get out into the field and it's time to actually pull the trigger, at that moment, my shot's going to be the same because they're going to be the same grain. Well guys, here's one last look at it. All set up. Actually enjoyed shooting it. Didn't take that long. Don't do the same mistake I made though. Top crosshair is already set up for 20 yards. Just adjust it, get on target. I changed it from the 10 yard, which was a big mistake. So put the target out at 20 yards, got the first crosshair lined up. 20 yards, everything's good. Moved back to the next 30 yards actually, used the same crosshair. I went to 40 yards and used the second crosshair down. There are 5 crosshairs in here, and very pleased with the accuracy and how fast it actually shoots. But it's ready to go. I don't feel confident shooting more than 40 yards. Don't see no reason for it. But either way, I hope you enjoyed this. I hope it was informative. Either way, let me know in the comments. You know, if you have any questions, if there's something I can answer for you, let me know. Hit the like button, subscribe button, and we will see you on the next one. Later.